Next is a class on the Bhagavad-gita As It Is, 7th chapter, text number 1, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 21st, 1975, in Bombay, India.
Sri Bhagavan Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Junjan Madasraya Asangsayam Samagrang Mam Yatha Gansasi Tatchinu. The yoga system, which is known as Bhakti-yoga, everyone is trying, not everyone, at the present moment, practically nobody wants to understand what is God. Everyone is busy to fulfill the desires and necessities of the body. Jasatma buddhi kunapi tidhatuke sadhik kalatra deshu haumajjadhi jat tirtha buddhi salilena karhichit janeshu abhigneshu saeva gokhara. Gokhara, go means cow, and khara means ass. So, according to Vedic culture, one who has accepted this material body as self, Atmabuddhi kunapi tidhatuke. This body is a combination of matter and the living force within this body is not this combination of matter, it is the spirit soul. That one has to understand before coming to the platform of spiritual life. So long one is attached with this material body, it is not possible to understand what is spiritual life. If one continues to be attached to this material body, he is no better than gokhara, cows and asses, animals. So our Vedic culture means that human culture, not animal culture. Animal culture means to satisfy the needs of the body. And Vedic culture or human culture means to satisfy the needs of the soul. That is the beginning of Bhagavad-gita. One who is reading Bhagavad-gita, in India practically everyone reads, but because one does not take the instruction of Bhagavad-gita as it was instructed by Krishna, he cannot take the benefit of Bhagavad-gita's instruction. One tries to understand Bhagavad-gita by erudite scholarship or good position in the society, political, social, economical. But that is not the way to understand Bhagavad-gita. The way to understand Bhagavad-gita is said in the Bhagavad-gita, Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti tad jnanam jnanina tattadarshina. Unless we approach a person who is representative of Krishna and tattadarshi, who has seen the truth, jnani and full of knowledge, from him you can understand what is Bhagavad-gita, what is Bhagavan. Otherwise, you cannot understand. Naham prakasa sarvasya jugumaya samavita. If you remain covered by the material energy, then you cannot understand Bhagavad-gita. The purpose of Bhagavad-gita is to understand real religious life. Religion means the order which is given by God to carry out. That is religion. Those who are unknown of this fact, they are not religious. They may be some faith or blind belief. But religion means Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Religion means the order or the law given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is religion. So, to know God, the God is personally giving instruction. How to know God? Krishna says, Bhagavan Uvacha. Here, it is not, Vasudev is not speaking, Krishna said, because sometimes Krishna is misunderstood. Therefore, Vasudev writes or says in this connection, Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan means the fully opulent samagrasa, aishajyasa samagrasa bijyasa. He is the most powerful, the supreme rich, supreme wise, supreme beautiful, and at the same time supremely renounced. This qualification makes one Bhagavan. So Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, that is the verdict of Vedic literature. Ishara Parama Krishna, Bhagavan is also sometimes called Parameshwara. Ishara means the ruling power of the personality who controls. So, every one of us, we have got some controlling power, either in the society or family or community or government or international. Everyone has got some capacity to control, but nobody is supreme controller. Supreme controller means that he is no more controlled by anyone. Other controller, they are controllers, but they are controlled by somebody else. So Krishna is not that kind of controller. He is the supreme controller, means he controls everyone, but nobody has above him to control. Therefore, he is called Parameshwara. Ishvara means controller. Ishara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. He is not Nirakar, Vigraha. Vigraha means form. But his form is different from our form. Therefore he is described as Satchidananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, and Ananda means full of transcendental bliss, eternal bliss. The beginning is eternal. So, eternal life, eternal or complete full knowledge, and eternal bliss. This is the composition of Krishna's body. But murhas, rascals, they think Krishna as ordinary human being. Avajananti maga murha, manusim tanumasu. Fools and rascals, murha. Murha means fools and rascals. Because they see that Krishna is incarnation just like ordinary human being, cousin of Arjuna or nephew of Kunti, like that. Param bhava vajananta. Krishna comes just like ordinary human being, but that does not mean he is ordinary human being. Therefore, Vasudev says, Bhagavan was. If you consider Krishna as ordinary human being, then you are missing the point. And I have already given the definition of Bhagavan. One of the qualifications of Bhagavan is Aisajyasya samagrasya bijasya jasasya sriya jnana. He has got full knowledge. He hasn't got to take knowledge from anyone else. Savabhiki jnana. Bhagavan means savabhiki jnana. Balakriyaj. Natasya karyam karanam. This is Vedic instance. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Natasya sama adhikasya dishyate. Parasya shakti vividaiva sriyate. Savabhiki jnana. Balakriyaj. Savabhiki. All full knowledge he has got. Aham sarvasya prabhava. He is the creator of everything. So how he got this knowledge to float these big, big planets in the air? That knowledge, there is knowledge. There is art. It's like when you float a big airplane in the sky, it requires knowledge. It requires technology, art. It is not flying automatically. That is a mistake. So, if to float an ordinary airship, it requires so much knowledge, so much technology. That how much knowledge is there when we see that the biggest planet, the sun, is floating in the air and it is lying in one corner of the sky, and exactly in time it is rotating. Jasagvaya bhravati sanghita kala chakra. There is knowledge, there is art, who has fixed it. Therefore, in the Vedas it is said, Jasagvaya bhravati sanghita kala chakra. He is also rotating in the orbit by the order of Govinda. Govindamadi purusam tamaham bhajami. So, there are so many things to learn and to understand what is God and what is Krishna. God means Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Natasya sama adhikascha drishyate. God means nobody is equal to him and nobody is greater than him. That is God. There is no competition that in this quarter there is one God and another neighborhood there is another God. Just like it has become a fashion. So many gods, competition is going on. No. There is no competition. Our God is one. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate, natasya sama adhikascha drishyate. That is God. So, because God is complete in knowledge, therefore we have to take knowledge from Him. Not from the person who has got incomplete knowledge. That knowledge is not perfect. We must take knowledge from the person. We have to take knowledge from the person. Tad viddhi pranipatena pariprasnena seva upadakshanti tad jnanam jnanina tattva. We have to approach. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vigachet. We have to approach a superior person, Guru, and take knowledge from. The most superior person is Krishna. You may doubt others, that may be, but when you come to Krishna, that is perfect knowledge. Krishna su Bhagavan Sam, Ishara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vidya. So Krishna is so kind that he comes in once in, we are calculating yesterday, what is, how many years after? You were there? Some billions of years after, we can calculate from the Shastra, because he comes once in the day of Brahma. The Brahma's duration of life is there in the Bhagavad-gita. Sahasra yuga parjantam marhajat brahmano vidhi. 43 lakhs of years multiplied by 1,000 becomes 12 hours of Brahma, and similarly 12 hours at night, that is 1 day and night. Such 30 times makes a month, such 12 times makes a year, and similarly 100 years is the duration of life of Brahma. So, according to Shastra, we understand once in the day of Brahma, Krishna appears. Why does he appear? Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati tadatmanam srijamyaham. Dharmasya glani. What is that dharmasya glani? Disobedience to Krishna's order. That is dharmasya glani. Jada jada hi dharmasya. Dharma is one, as God is one. Similarly, dharma is also one. There cannot be many dharmas. There are many dharmas. Practically we see Hindu dharma, Muslim dharma, Christian dharma, Buddha dharma, this dharma, so many dharmas. But real dharma is one. That is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Sabai pumsang paro dharma. Paro means transcendental. These are material dharma. I am Hindu, you are Muslim, you are Christian, you are this, you are that. These are means an attempt to raise oneself on the platform of real dharma. But real dharma is one for everyone. What is that? Sabai pumsang paro dharma. That is transcendental dharma. Jato bhakti adhokaji. The dharma by following which one becomes a Krishna conscious person or godly person. One who understands God, his relationship with him, and acting according to that relation, that is real dharma. So our, everyone's, all living entities, dharma means to know that we are eternal servants of God. That is explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jiver Sarupay Nitya Krishna Das. And in the Bhagavad-gita also, Krishna instructs the same dharma, that you are the living entities, you are all my part and parcel, and it is your duty to cooperate with me without any reservation. That is explained in the Bhagavad-gita, Sarva Dharma Parityaj Mamekam Saranam Vraja. So, the Bhagavad-gita was spoken by Krishna personally when he was present for the benefit of the human society, for all nations. It is not for the Hindus or the Indians. It is for everyone. God is for everyone. Krishna also says, Sarva Jonishu Kaunteya Sambhavanti Murtayaja Aham Bija Padapita Mamai Vamsa Jiva Bhuta. Every living entity is part and parcel, and he is the Supreme Father of everyone. So, our Krishna consciousness movement is trying to re-establish the real dharma, not fictitious dharma. That is Bhagavad dharma. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also the same thing is spoken, where Krishna ends Bhagavad-gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. From the same point, Vasudev begins Srimad Bhagavatam, Janmadasya Jataha Annayad Itaratascha Adhishu Abhijnasara. And he describes about dharma, dharma projita kaitavata. All cheating type of religious system are projita. Projita means to throw away, kick out. So this Krishna consciousness movement is Bhagavad dharma, to teach throughout the whole world that God is great and we are small particle, part and parcel of God. Our duty is to serve God. That is bhakti. Anukullena Krishnaanusilanam. When you favorably serve Krishna, be ready to get orders from Krishna and serve him. That is perfection of life. That is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. And if we daily manufacture a kind of dharma according to my concoction, or we accept everything as real dharma, that is a mistake. Dharma means the order given by God, and if you follow that or execute that order as Arjuna did, then you are dharmic, you are religious. Just like Arjuna, he followed Krishna's order. Krishna wanted him to fight. Of course, he was a Kshatriya. His duty was to fight, and Krishna wanted him to fight. But he was hesitating because the other party with whom he had to fight, they happened to be his family member, most dear kith and kin. Some of them were nephews, some of them gurus, teachers, grandfather. So all of them, it was a family fight. So Arjuna was not willing to fight. But Krishna wanted to fight. And after learning from him the essence of Bhagavad-gita, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja, he agreed to fight. That is bhakti. Even by fighting, you can become a devotee. You have to carry out the order of Krishna. That is bhakti. So you must be qualified to know Krishna, then you must be qualified, or automatically you become qualified how to receive his order. This is the way. So unless you understand from where the order is coming, how the order giver is speaking, if you do not know the science, how you can talk with Krishna and receive his order? That is also not very difficult. Krishna says, Tisam satadujuktanang bhajatang priti purvakam. Anyone who is 24 hours engaged in Krishna's service, satadujuktanang, not sporadic, that 2 minutes I meditate upon Krishna and then 23 hours, 68 minutes, 58 minutes I remain to satisfy my senses. That is not Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti means sadhadujiktana. 24 hours engaged in Krishna consciousness. Just like these boys are being trained up. They have not come to me for some monetary benefit. What monetary benefit I can give to them? They are rather bringing money, and I am constructing big, big temples. They are money. So, still, they are engaged in carrying out my order. There is no payment, no monetary benefit, because they have understood me, that he is representative of Krishna. That we have to find out the representative of Krishna. That is also not very difficult. Who is representative of Krishna? Representative of Krishna is he who simply repeats the instruction of Krishna, does not say anything nonsense. He is representative. Krishna says, Manmana bhavamad bhakta madhyajimang namus. He does not say any big, big bombastic thing. Very simple thing. That you always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer obeisance. It doesn't require MA, PhD education to learn these 4 things. Anyone, even a child can do it. It is very easy. If you daily see the deity in the temple, or if you have got deity at home, even a child will be practiced to think of Krishna. It is not at all difficult. And if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, that is also thinking of Krishna. Samanmana. And if you continue this, then Madhbhakta, you become his devotee. Manmana bhava madbhakta. Amadhyadi. Then if you can offer to Krishna. Is it very expensive? No. Patram puspam phalam toyam jyomi bhaktya pajit. You can offer Krishna little water or a tulsi leaf, or if tulsi leaf is not available, any leaf. It does not say tulsi leaf. So, what is the difficulty to secure a little water, a leaf, or a small flower? Patram puspam phalam toyam. The real thing is bhakti. Patram puspam phalam toyam. So, Madbhakta, if you are poorest of the poor, you can become a devotee. Ahaituki apratihata jenatma samprasidati. If you want to become a devotee of Krishna, there is no impediment throughout these three worlds within the universe. You can become a devotee. It is so easy. If you want to be a rich man, it requires so much trouble. Rather, so long you do not desire to become a rich man, you are peaceful. And as soon as you desire to become a rich man, the whole activity begins. How to acquire money, this way, that way, this way. So, everyone tries to become rich man because generally one thinks that at old age I will get some income and I shall sit down very peacefully. So you are already sitting down peacefully. Why you take another means? Of course these things we are not going to discuss. But bhakti means no desire. Annavilasita sunnam. Then bhakti is very easy. Annavilasita sunnam jnana karmadhanavritam. People are very busy for knowledge and fruitive activities. Everyone in Bombay is working so hard day and night to get some result. And the jnanis, when they are disgusted, they try to become jnani. Jnani generally means to one who wants liberation, mukti, by merging into the existence. The bhakti is above this. Jnana karma dhanavritam. If you want to become a bhakta, then you have to disregard the process of fruitive activities and the speculative method of understanding God. Jnana karma dhanavritam. Then what I have to do? Anukullena krishnanushilanam bhakti yuktamam. Simply you have to be ready to execute the order of Krishna, Bhagavan. Anukullena. What Krishna says you have to do. Just like a servant. Servant faithfulness is, as soon as the master orders something, he is ready. You have to become. So to become ready to serve Krishna does not require much knowledge or very advanced intuitive activities. These are material things. Spiritually, when you understand that you are eternal servant of God, Krishna, and if you become fully convinced and do the needful, then you are liberated immediately. Mukti means, it is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, mukti hitya annatha rupam sarupena avasthiti. If you understand that you are eternal servant of Krishna, that is mukti. And so long you are thinking that you are master of something, that is bondage. This is the difference between mukti and bondage. Bondage means to think of becoming master, I am the lord of this universe, or I am trying to become a lord or master. This is bondage. And when you fully understand Krishna and become engaged in his service, that is mukti. So for a devotee, there is no question of mukti. A devotee is already mukta. Why? Krishna says, aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayami. Immediately, as soon as you surrender to me, immediately I give you protection. You are awaiting some fruitive result of your past karma. That is bondage. You have to take birth and you have to serve according to that karma. that from that position you are immediately liberated. Aham tva sarupapebha mokshayasami. Then you are mukta. So if you remain in the position to serve Krishna, then you are always mukta. Mukti mukulita anjali sevate asma. A great devotee, Billamangal Thakur, he said, this mukti, mukulita anjali, with folded hands, she is standing at my door. What can I do for you? Maid servant. So devotee is not after mukti, because they are already muktas. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tat parasena nirmalam. He is already nirmal, without a tinge of material mode. Therefore he is able to serve Krishna. Rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti ritual. So Krishna personally instructing Bhagavad-gita to understand him, so we should take advantage of this. Otherwise we are missing this opportunity, this human form of life. Krishna is not teaching Bhagavad-gita to some cats and dogs. He is teaching to the most influential person, Himagaraja Sayovidu. The Bhagavad-gita is meant for the Rajarsi, very rich, opulent, at the same time saintly person. Formerly all the kings were Rajarsi, Raja and Rishi combined together. So the Bhagavad-gita is not meant for the lower class. It is to be understood by the heads of the society. Jat jat acharati srestha tat tad eva itare jana. So those who are claiming to be the leaders of the society, they must learn Bhagavad-gita, how to become practical and actual leader. Then the society will be benefited. And if we follow the instruction of Bhagavad-gita and Krishna, then all problems will be solved. It is not a sectarian religious sentiment or fanaticism. It is not that. It is a science, social science, political science, cultural science. Everything is there. So our request is that every one of you become a guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. He wants that everyone must become a guru. How? That he says, Amar agnay guru haiya taro ei desh. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. This is guru. Suppose you are family members, so many living entities, your sons, your daughters, your daughter-in-law, the children, you can become their guru. Exactly like this you can sit down in the evening and talk about Bhagavad-gita. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. You haven't got to manufacture something. The instruction is there. You simply repeat and let them hear. You become guru. It is not difficult at all. So that is our preaching. We do not want to become alone guru, but we want to preach in such a way that the chief man or any man, he can become guru, and his surrounding, anyone can do that. Even a coolie, he can also. He has got family, he has got friends. So, even though he is illiterate, he can hear the instruction of Krishna and he can preach the same. This we want. And we invite all respectable gentlemen, leaders, to learn this. It is very simple. Manvana bhavamad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru. And by executing this order of Krishna, he assures, Mame vaishyasi, you come to me. Jadgatyana nivattanti tadhama paramam mama. Taktadi hang punarjanmanaiti mamiti pauntya. Very easy thing. So our only request is, the leaders of the society should take up the teachings of Bhagavad-gita very seriously, learn himself and teach to others. That is Krishna consciousness movement. It is not at all difficult, it is very easy, everyone can do it. But the result will be that as soon as you understand, people understand Krishna, Janma karma me dibbam jo janati tattata. Anyone who understands Krishna, the result is taktadeham punarjanmanaiti. After giving up this body, he does not accept any more material body. He stays in his spiritual identity and enjoys the society of Krishna. That is Vrindavan. Gopijana Vallabha. Krishna Vrindavan means that Krishna is the center. He is the lovable object of everyone. The gopis, the cowherds' boys, the calves, the cows, the trees, the fruits, flowers, the father, mother, everyone is attached to Krishna. That is Vrindavan. So this is the replica, this Vrindavan, and there is real Vrindavan. This is also real. In the absolute, there is no difference. But for our understanding, there is original Vrindavan. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalvavrikkala khabriti susuraveera vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevamanam govindamadi purisam tavam bhaja venum kandantam aravinda dalayathaksam varahavatam samasitam buddhasundarangam kandatva koti kamaniya visesa sobham govinda. This is the description. Goloka, Vrindavan. So there is dham, panthas koti satavatsa, beyond this material world. So, if we like, we can go there. Majjajinopi janti ma. Krishna says. You can go to the heart planted system. Janti deva praka devan, pitrin janti pitri praka, bhute ja janti bhute. Majjajinopi janti ma. If you are preparing to go to some other better planet, that is the chance in the human being. But if you live like cats and dogs, then where is promotion, where is Krishna, and where is Goloka? Everything is spoiled. So our only request is, don't spoil your time, valuable time. Be prepared for being transferred to Krishna, and the method is described in the Bhagavad-gita. Take to it and be benefited. Thank you very much.